gentlemen, here for the 2019 Miss Armada contest, our Master and Mistress of Ceremonies.
Hi ladies and gentlemen, I'm Jo Adair, and my sidekick over here is Jim Hanvey. Jim, what are you doing?
Joe, this is what I always wear when we work together, isn't it?
Yeah, but we do a Christmas parade together.
Well, I just figured that I'd be ready for, I mean, how many parades have we done together?
Oh, I don't know, 20, 21.
And we've had what kind of weather?
We've always had cold weather.
We've had
snow,
from 38 to 0.
Rain, freezing rain.
So
one
I just
thing
thought
I
I'd be
always
ready.
guarantee, it's dark.
I wanted to be ready, that's all.
You're a little over ready.
It is warm.
You look very warm.
It's nice to be working someplace where it's warm. This is nice.
It is. And it's the parade.
And you look nice today.
No coats. So tonight we're going to take care of the 2019 Miss Armada Pageant.
So, no cold.
No.
No snow, no rain.
No snow, no rain. Not even.
Probably no hot chocolate either.
Definitely no hot chocolate.
No hot chocolate. I'll tell you. I'm going to go get rid of this coat. I'll be back.
Good idea.
No hot chocolate.
As we mentioned, this is the 2019 Miss Armada Pageant, and we are going to start our pageant in just a second here. Let Jim get his coat off. Can't take him anywhere. So what we will do is we will bring the ladies down in numerical order, and the number order that they come through is very technical. Wednesday night when we had rehearsal, Nancy Bliss brought in a little Tupperware bowl, and there was little numbers in it, and each girl chose a number. So that is the order that they will come down in tonight, will be the order that they chose in that little tub. So we will bring them through, we will introduce them by their number only, and we'll bring them through. They can come through and stroll in front of you, get a good look at.
You know what we're going to do?
Well, we're not going to sing Merry Christmas. Give me the hat. Good Lord.
I forgot about the hat. I always wear a hat. Well, listen, I don't know about you folks, but I just can't wait any longer. Let's get our contestants in here for the 2019 Miss Armada contest. Contestant number 1. That's a big round of applause for contestant number 1. Contestant number 2.
Good job, folks. Show them your support.
Here on stage, contestant number 1. Contestant number 3, down there in front of the seats. Contestant number 2, ladies and gentlemen. You're all going to have names very shortly. Here's contestant number 3. And coming on stage is contestant number 4. And our last contestant for tonight, contestant number 5. Wonderful. All 5? Yep. Everybody in their place, Joe.
Big round of applause for these ladies, please. At this point, I will bring ladies up one at a time, and I will give them the microphone. They can introduce themselves, let you know what school they go to, where they're from, what their aspirations are, and we'll get a little brief idea of what their background is. So, contestant number 1, please.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Emma Harding. I was born and raised in Armada, and for the last several years, I've been working at the rope making tent and the arts and crafts barn at the Armada Fair. In the fall, I will attend the Macomb Community College for the 3rd year in a row, and at the end of this year, I will get my Associates of Arts degree. Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, contestant number 1, Emma Harding. And now contestant number 2, please come up and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Brianna Vianney. I'm going to Macomb in the fall for floral design.
Thank you. Contestant number 2, Brianna Vianney. And now contestant number 3.
Hi, I'm Lexi Hill. I'm currently a senior at Armada High School, and in the fall, I plan on attending St. Clair County Community College, where I've signed to play softball at the collegiate level, and I'm still currently unaware of what I want to do when I get older.
Contestant number 3, Lexi Hill. Contestant number 4.
Thank you. Hi everyone, my name is Leah Couch. I am a senior here at Armada High School. In the fall, I will be attending Oakland University, where I plan on getting my bachelor's degree in business, and then I would like to go to law school after that, where I would like to become a criminal prosecutor.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, contestant number 3, Leah Couch. And now, contestant number 4. I caught myself. Contestant number 5, please come forward.
Hi, my name is Christina Cardo. I am a senior here at Armada High School. In the fall, I will be going to Saginaw Valley State University. I will be majoring in nursing. I hope to be a pediatric nurse because I love working with kids, and I specifically also love working with babies.
Christina Accardo. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, we are going to ask the ladies to go off stage and change into their evening wear. While they're doing that, we'll discuss a few more things, but for right now, I'm going to dismiss the ladies. You may exit the stage. Give them a big round of applause. Okay, as most of you know, Jim and I aren't your normal MCs for this. It's only Rocky Harding, and he has chose not to do it this year for reasons that you all know probably by now. So they've asked Jim and I to take over and do this, and it's a little different venue than what we're used to, because as Jim said, we do parades.
There's no lighted tractors here.
No lighted tractors.
I looked outside.
But one thing I want to thank Rocky for was he put together a play-by-play scenario of what we're supposed to do, and Jim and I have read it a dozen times now.
Oh yeah.
And I'm still standing here drawing a blank. So it's nervous up here. So I give a lot of kudos to these girls for getting up here and presenting themselves and letting you know what they've done in the past, what their achievements are, and where they intend to go in the future. So we've got a lot of really, really good applicants this year.
Learning to do this is kind of like learning how to play cricket. Does anybody have an idea how you play cricket? I don't know. I know they have tea afterwards. That's all I got. So it's very, very step by step for the young ladies. They have interviews with the judges this afternoon. They were here for rehearsal the other night. After their interviews with the judges, they come out here. And what we're going to do after after they get in their evening wear, we're going to come out and we're going to ask them 2 questions.
One will be specific off of their application, so there's no wrong answer. And once they've completed that, Jim will ask them a second question.
And that's a common question that each of the young ladies will be asked the same question. And there's no wrong answer for that either. It's just how they handle themselves. This is not a beauty pageant. What we're looking for is 3 young ladies who are going to be great spokesmen for Armada, the area, the merchants here, the school here, and the Armada Fair. And I worked with Fair Queens since about 1987. Well, I was on the board at 84 and somebody else ran it and I helped. And then that person left, so I ran it for 3 years. And that was the longest 3 summers I've ever had, I'll tell you right now. We didn't have a float. I ran alongside the limo and gave out bumper stickers and all that kind of stuff. I couldn't do that now if I had to. Not if I was on fire, I couldn't do that right now. But it was a very fulfilling thing. It was nice to work with the girls, and that's why I've stayed on with it. I've been doing the sound for a long time, and I was very pleased to get this opportunity on my last year on the board to do the contest, and with you, because we've had our last Christmas parade already.
Yes, we have.
She'll be here this year, but I won't.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see how cold it is.
Well, we've got some, Joey, we've got some thank yous.
While we're waiting for the girls to change, and I understand they're very close to being done. We want to
we've
thank
got
a few
couple
people.
thank yous, then we'll get to them.
I want to thank the Armada Fair Board and their members, the Miss Armada Committee, Nancy Bliss, Rosie Geyer, Black, and Amanda
Volsky.
Folsky?
I think so.
Folsky? Okay. The tech crew, who is George Nelson, Luann Hanby, Will Schmidt, Ashley Fleming, Matt Murray, and Jessica Jarima. Hope I said that right. The refreshment people and the stage decorators, they did a beautiful job. Looks nice up here. We have Nancy Davis, yes. Rosie Geyer Black, Landis Wise, Lisa Schmidt.
That's
And then we will also be thanking NEMC for coming to do the production and editing and streaming it to YouTube.
We sure hope to see that on our computers at any time here in the next couple of weeks. I'd like to thank the escorts for tonight, Nolan Petz and Aaron Schramm, the Armada High School staff and the members up here that have helped us by making the auditorium available to us year after year. And I'd also like to thank who are in attendance tonight. The 2018 Miss Armada in her court, Alexandra Reschke, Joni Seafried, and Bethany Ruzensky, pardon me. During the fair, I just call them by their first names, so I don't even see their last names until well afterwards. And I think you've got one other one?
Yeah, we also have the Romeo Peach Queen in attendance tonight. It's dark out there, I can't see where you are, but wave there, I think, yeah.
Stand up, a round of applause for them.
And as well, she's the 2018, and we have the 2019 Miss Richmond Court. So I don't see the titles.
There we go. Big round of applause for them.
Thank you for your support.
And now you've got some judges to talk about.
Yes, we have 3 judges who are very, very qualified. I really wasn't aware of their qualifications until just a little bit ago. So if you will stand and wave, we have Jessie Foltz-Goyke. Jessie is a Romeo and is the director of the Romeo Peach Queen pageant and a former Romeo Peach Queen. Jessie's been married to her husband, Matt, for 10 years, and they have a son, Blake, and a dog, Teddy. Jessie is a lead executive recruiter and is also a contributor to the Detroit Moms blog. Good job. We have Carrie West. Please stand, Carrie. Carrie lives in New Haven with her husband and 9-year-old son. She is a teacher in Lake Orion. She graduated from Armada and was also a former Miss Armada. Congratulations. And our third judge is Ashley Rochelle. Ashley was Miss Armada 2006. So we have judges with a lot of experience. Since she graduated with animal science degree from MSU, Ashley is currently working for Michigan State University Extension with the Breakfast on the Farm program, where she is connecting consumers with modern agriculture. In her free time, she raises cattle on a family farm and enjoys spending time with the dog. Big round of applause for our judges, please. All right, we will be bringing back the queen and, I'm sorry, not yet, the girls in their formal wear. If they are in line, we will
Bring up the music.
Okay, girls, ready or not? Contestant number 1, Emma Harding. Thank you, Emma. Yes, I'm going to ask you a question. First, though, I want to...
Sure thing. You're welcome.
Contestant number 1, Emma Harding. Emma is a senior at Armada High School and plans to attend Macomb County Community College to become an editor or a trumpet player for the U.S. Army Band. She has an extensive background in music and orchestra, as well as serving on numerous committees and clubs such as Council Librarian, International Thespian Society Secretary, Business Professionals of America, with medals, National Honor Society Secretary, as well as finding time to earn a black belt in karate. Emma's application depicts her as a well-rounded, ambitious young lady with very high self-esteem. She has a strong background in this community and an admirable family values. So Emma, of all the activities, clubs, committees, volunteer work that you've been involved in, what do you feel was the most rewarding, and explain why?
What I believe out of all of those to be the most rewarding is band in general. Like, I've been in marching band, symphonic band, jazz band, you name it. And out of all the committees and clubs, those are where I made my real friends. I've developed a second, third, several families that all connect together in silly ways and serious ways. They lent me a shoulder to cry on. They laughed away my fears with me. And I couldn't imagine who I am without them. So I'm grateful for all of them.
Ladies and gentlemen, contestant number 1, Emma Harding. Now we have question number 2.
Okay, I'm here with question number 2 that all the young ladies are going to be asked the same one. I like to use kind of a softball question. It's real easy, like, well, whatever. Here's your question, okay? What is the biggest challenge to your generation, either here in Armada or throughout the world? And do you have any kind of an idea at all on how to fix that?
Currently, what I feel like our generation is facing is a lack of information or quality information that is provided to us. There are different ways to be digitally redlined, which means you're blocked off from services due to your income, due to your race, your gender. And we need more information in our lives. With more information, we'd be able to make educated decisions on what policies should be passed in our nation, what should go on within our schools, and basically, we'd know how to protect ourselves from the dangers that are out there. And I feel like we should all be more informed on how to receive more credible sources of information.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, Emma Harding.
Thank you, Emma. Next, we will be bringing up contestant number 2, Brianna Vianney. Please usher her forward. Very pretty. Brianna is an Armada High School senior with a resume and application that reveals a business sense. She aspires to, one day, become a certified florist with her vision of owning her own florist shop. Brianna enjoys dance, art, woodworking, and volunteer work at her church. Her assertive personality is open and caring. She states that she enjoys meeting new people and always looks to find the best in everyone. So Brianna, your first question is, in your application, you stated that one of the most rewarding things you could imagine is seeing yourself as a good role model for young girls. Please explain what you meant by that.
What I mean by that is I have a younger sister, and she is the spitting image of me. And the only thing I want in this world is for her to be everything she could possibly ever want. And hopefully, with Miss Armada and the courage of doing this and standing up here, I can show her that bravery isn't hard. You just have to take a deep breath and watch where you're walking.
Hold on, please. We have question number 2.
Hi there, doing a wonderful job. Take a big breath now, okay? And if I don't speak clearly, let me know. Be glad to repeat the question. What is the biggest challenge to your generation, either here in Armada or throughout the world? And do you have any idea how we can fix it?
The biggest challenge is probably insecurities and not knowing when you're being good enough or when you look good enough, or being able to look at yourself in the mirror without perfecting yourself and being happy with what you see. And the main way we can fix that is eliminating 95% of the social media. That other 5% is fine to get a hold of friends and share what you think is funny. But the perfection part of it, that 95%, it's irrelevant, and it's destroying all of us in our outlooks on each other.
Very good answer.
Another big round of applause for Brianna Vianney. We will now be bringing out contestant number 3, Lexi Hill. Please escort Lexi to the stage. Lexi is an Armada High School senior and plans to attend St. Clair Community College after graduation. Although undecided regarding her major, Lexi welcomes the opportunities to embrace the life lessons and experiences that will unfold for her future. Her resume states she is strongly involved in athletics and extracurricular activities, such as varsity softball, MVP, with an, that is not all, that is ALL district. Is it pronounced all, or, okay, I didn't know that. With an all-district award, all-academic, first team, all-conference, and an all-region award. For fun, Lexi also enjoys drawing, four-wheeling, and snowmobiling. In her application, Lexi describes herself as a loyal, conscientious, enthusiastic, fun-loving individual who always commits with her whole heart. All right, Lexi, your first question. Based on the activities and accomplishments that you listed in your application, pick one that you feel has strengthened your character the most and why.
Thank you. I would definitely say that softball has impacted me the most, as I'm now going on to the collegiate level at St. Clair County Community College. I've always been such a dedicated athlete, and my parents have motivated me so much. As soon as I started walking, I've been so passionate about the sport, and it's always something I've loved to enjoy, take away all my stress from school. I just really love to go out there on the field and play my heart away. It's something I really enjoyed.
Just stand still. We have a second question for you.
Okay, I get to ask you the same question that I asked every girl that's come up here. What is the biggest challenge to your generation, either here in Armada or throughout the world? And do you have any idea on how we can fix it?
I would say that as the technology is advancing throughout our world, it takes away from a lot of people to communicate face to face. So through our cell phones and computers, emails, all that technology, I feel it takes away facing our problems one-on-one from each other. And
Thank you very much. Good answer. Ladies and gentlemen, Lexi Hill.
And now, if we could have contestant number 4, Leah Couch. Please escort her to the stage. Leah is an Armada High School senior with plans to attend Oakland University to obtain a degree in criminal justice and works towards becoming a criminal prosecutor, as well as attaining a paralegal certification while taking classes for her bachelor's degree. Leah is an active member of Business Professionals of America and National Honor Society, receiving top scholar honors. She excels in softball, travel softball, cross country, basketball, and volleyball. She holds first team all-academic in the Blue Water Area Conference and all-country academic team as well. In her resume, Leah expressed her deep love and appreciation of family and friends that have supported her in her efforts throughout her journey to be who she is today. A confident, dedicated, team-spirited individual who is proud to say, "I am Leah Couch." Leah, with that kind of self-esteem and enthusiasm, you could, no doubt, choose any career imaginable. Tell us what made you decide to explore the field of criminal justice.
Since the time I was small, I was interested in helping others, and I knew that I wanted to do something that would have an impact in my community. I thought from the beginning that I would want to be a counselor or something that in the obvious helping profession. But as I got older, I fell into watching, of course, cop shows on TV, and I dreamed of becoming a detective and doing things like that. I thought that would be so cool to be like them. As I got older, I realized that you have to start out as a mainstream police officer and work your way up, so it's not the most attainable goal to have. So I figured I would go with something a little bit more diplomatic. So I chose criminal justice because it combines my two interests. I can use my academic skills in presenting cases and different things like that to the juries and the judge, and then I can also help other people by putting people in prison who have helped or who have hurt others in our community.
Stay still. Your second question.
Hi there. I told you this was fun, didn't I?
You did.
My question for you that I've asked every one of the young ladies is, what is the biggest challenge to your generation, either here in Armada or throughout the world? And do you have any idea how we can fix it?
I would say one of the biggest problems that I've noticed in our generation is our inability to communicate with adults. A lot of us are unable to speak to even our peers at school because we're all looking at our cell phones the whole time. So I would say that the best way to do so is to introduce just, maybe some business skills or some interview skills from a young age where you can get experience talking to adults and other people your own age.
And now, if we could bring forward contestant number 5, Christina Accardo. Christina is an Armada High School senior with plans to attend Saginaw Valley State University, seeking a career in pediatric nursing. She is a member of the National Honor Society, as well as being active in Armada Varsity competitive cheerleading, Armada Varsity sideline cheerleading, and varsity soccer. Despite her busy schedules throughout school, Christina also manages to include many volunteer activities, such as volunteering at the Armada Fair each year, helping with the annual Easter egg hunt, helping run the Make a Wish Christmas party for sick children and their families, as well as founding her own charitable project, collecting clothes for the homeless. Christina, your resume reflects a lot of pride in the accomplishments that you've experienced throughout high school. Tell us what inspired you to collect clothing for the homeless, and do you feel your efforts have made a difference in lives of others?
Okay, so I started my clothing drive because in my English class we were talking about homeless people and the clothing that they lack because they don't have enough money to purchase clothes or they're just misfortunate. And it really touched me. So I decided that, my teacher actually, he suggested that each hour someone would be in charge and they would collect clothes for that hour, and then at the end we would all donate them. Well, what happened was no one really stepped up, so I decided that I would step up and I would just accept all the clothing and then I would take care of everything. And what happened was, by the end of the about 6 weeks period, I had like half of my garage full of clothes, just bags and bags and boxes of clothes. So yeah, that was really surprising to me, especially like how the Armada community came together and was able to donate so much clothes. And it really touched me when I went and I donated them. And what touched me, it touched me that I was able to help people, but the fact that the staff was running low on clothes and I was able to give them clothes and they were really relieved that I was able to provide for them. So not only helping the homeless, but also the people who were running the program.
Hi there. I'm going to ask you the same question I've asked all the other four other young ladies. What is the biggest challenge to your generation, either here in Armada or throughout the world? And do you have any idea how to fix it?
Personally, I think the biggest challenge that our generation faces is technology and being disconnected from each other. Like personally, I think that our communication skills and the way that we interact with each other has greatly changed, and I think we need to move back towards communicating with each other and try to put our phones down and like limit our screen time and spend more family time, because when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, the people around you who are going to be there for you and they're going to love you and your family, the technology isn't going to be there to support you, you know. Instead of posting on social media about what's going on, maybe give someone a call and meet up with them and talk to them and spend quality time with the people you love.
Ladies and gentlemen, Christina Accardo.
Okay, now we are going to bring them all back one at a time. They'll line up. They can give you some pretty smiles, and then we will dismiss them again, and then we'll go into intermission. At that time, the judges will leave to tally their scores, and we will be inviting everyone to go to the cafeteria, get to meet the girls, express your support, give them a big hand. So right now, we will call them back with contestant number 1, Emma Harding. Number 2, Brianna Biani. Contestant number 3, Lexi Hill. Contestant number 4, Leah Couch. Contestant number 5, Christina Accardo. Big thank you to our dashing escorts. Okay, these are the contestants for the 2019 Miss Armada Queen in Court. Give them a big hand. Good job, ladies. If you will exit the stage, and we will break for refreshments. Thank you. Welcome back. I hope everybody got an opportunity to talk to the girls while you were out having lunch. I found the judges. They're here, Jim. I found them. We were waiting on the judges. Oh, and I forgot to change my shoes. Oh, well. All right, second part of this is going to be more relaxed.
No, go ahead,
A big round of applause for the judges, because this was a hard Thank you very much, judges. The selection process isn't easy because the Miss Armada Pageant girls are set to such high standards. They have to look for qualities and achievements and poise and their outgoing personalities, so they've got to put a lot of things into the mix. So these girls, when you get them, they're king of the crop.
It always makes me proud to be from Armada. I grew up here a long time ago, and the quality of the young ladies that present themselves here, and especially the courage. It's very, very hard for some people to stand up here and walk out on the stage and say, I want to be a queen. Will you vote for me? Will you allow me to be a queen? It takes a special kind of confidence in yourself. And the parents in this town and the school district must be doing something right, because we've seen a lot of them. In my 36 years on the board, I've worked with a lot of different fair queens from here, and they've, for the biggest part, been exceptional young ladies. And this year, we had 5 exceptional young ladies, and it's a very difficult task to pick our top 3. Should I take it from there?
All right, with that said, we're going to call the girls back out. Can I have contestant number 1, Emma Harding? Ladies and gentlemen, Emma Harding. Contestant number 2, Brianna Biani. Brianna Biani. Contestant number 3, Lexi Hill. Lexi Hill, ladies and gentlemen. Contestant number 4, Leah Couch. Ladies and gentlemen, Leah Couch. And now, contestant number 5, Christina Accardo. Ladies and gentlemen, Christina Accardo. One big round of applause for all of these girls. Also pretty.
Well, you've heard me indicate that I work with the queens and the court members. I run the Grove at the fairgrounds, and I run the candy scrambles and the eating contests. And so the queens work for me at least twice a day, all week long. They're the judges in the eating contests and the waitresses. And they are in the candy scramble, helping distribute the candy and keep the straw piled up right and helping the kids find something. And they work very hard. It's dusty, it's dirty, you think when you're made queen that you're going to go all these teas, and you will, where everything's just proper and nice and all that. But you'll also be out in the arena with those greasy guys, the motorheads, giving trophies to them, and they're going to
Jim, they're going to leave the stage.
Well, and again, you get to help the people, you get to talk to the kids. It's a real good experience. And it's my turn right now to introduce 3 young ladies who can tell them what a great experience it is. Ladies and gentlemen, the Queen and her court for 2018, Alexandra Reski. Joan Seifert and Bethany Rosensky. Thank you. These girls were just great this last year. They got into those eating contests. They're the judges, and they've done a wonderful job. They did everything we asked of them and more, and they seemed to enjoy themselves while they were doing it. So would you like to tell those girls what a good time you had? Have you had a chance to do that yet?
A lot of fun, ladies. A lot more to come. So I just want to say hi to everyone. Thank you for coming out tonight to watch all these amazing ladies, 3 of whose lives will change forever. I would like to have a round of applause for them, as it's very courageous for them to try out for Miss Armada in front of all of us tonight. Ladies, I want to tell you, this experience will change your life forever. I've learned so much about our wonderful community. You'd think I lived here my whole life, and I know everything, but no, there was always something new you could learn. You also learned about yourself, what you believe in, how to stand up for yourself, how to be confident, even realizing your self-worth. I have changed so drastically in this past year, I feel like a totally different person. But what this opportunity really comes down to is the classic saying, the more you put into it, the more you get out of it. Being Miss Armada was a major priority for me. Even though in the summer it may seem long with all the parades, trust me, you will miss waving at the kids on the sidewalks as they're starstruck just looking at you. This past year has been so rewarding, and I would not trade this title for anything in the world. I would like to thank Grandma, also known as Nancy Bliss. She really believes in this process and was a great role model to all three of us. Without her help on the fair board, none of us would be here today. I would also like to thank the fair board and the town of Armada for allowing us girls to represent Armada. I know I loved every minute of it. Kelly, thank you for keeping it real with us girls. We all needed it during the fair for sure. Thank you, Amanda, and your beautiful family for dedicating all of your time to us girls. Although Amanda has help from Grandma and Kelly, most of our care fell on her. She is always there watching out for us, helping us through these new experiences, and ultimately there to be our guardian angel. To Joni and Bethany's families, thank you. They helped us out tremendously. From pulling the float, waxing the car last minute for a parade, or even altering our dresses that we're wearing now, our parents really stepped in out of the good of their hearts. Thank you to my family for supporting me throughout this year. I don't think I would be here today if it wasn't for them. I love you guys. And finally, thank you to my amazing court members, Joni and Bethany. We all share countless memories, and I'm so lucky to have experienced this year with the two of you by my side. It was an honor to represent Armada and have this opportunity to be Miss Armada 2018. And I hope Miss Armada 2019 enjoys her year as much as I did. Thank you.
I just have a couple of words as well. I am extremely honored to have been able to also represent Armada this past year. Thank you to everyone who has given me this opportunity and to everyone who has supported us this year. I'd just like to take a moment and acknowledge a few people on my behalf as well. Grandma and Miss Kelly, thank you for putting up with my sass, for all the hard work and planning that you do throughout the year, and especially for Fair Week. Your time, effort, and energy does not go unnoticed, and we appreciate you both. Joey's not here, but he helped me build my bump and run car this year, and that was probably one of the best experiences that I was able to do. And I know that I will have to do better than 7th place this year to make him proud. Full ski. I still never got used to calling you Amanda. It's really amazing how much one person can juggle. Taking care of us and your family, having a baby this year, and still perfectly managing, planning, and coordinating all of our crazy schedules is outstanding. I'm so thankful to have you in my life, and thank you for not killing me this year, even though there were times where I'm sure you'd like to. I know deep down you love me. One common phrase that describes your role as a chaperone for us is we couldn't do it without you. On that note, it's crazy to take a step back and look at the past year and how many new people and experiences that we were given. The older I get, the more that I realize that sometimes it does take a village to raise a child. That is, for a child to have experiences, to grow in a safe and healthy environment, they must have interaction with a whole community of people. Being a part of Miss Armada has given me that relationship with my community. I'm very proud to be from the town of Armada and to call this place my home. These are definitely where my roots are planted, and I am blessed to have been given this experience.
Hi everyone, I'd like to thank you all for coming out and supporting all these ladies because we were on the same spot last year, and it is very nerve-wracking at first, but they all handled it great. I'm very looking forward to seeing who becomes our next us, I guess. And I would like to thank everyone who helped put us all together, especially Nancy for coordinating everything, even though she was kind of scary at first for me. She intimidated me very much. But after the first couple of parades, she was just like a grandma to all of us. And for Kelly, who was there all fair week with us, trying to handle Jonathan and his lambs, but she was still always there for us when we needed her. And for Amanda, who I have known since my freshman year and who has watched me grow up and change into a whole new person from volleyball to here. And I definitely appreciate her being there for me. Life would have been a little bit more difficult without her. She spent a lot of time with us and was never scared to put us first, even when she had other things she needed to do. I would like to thank all of our families who were there for all the parades, whether they were pulling the float or not. They were not scared to be part of this experience along with us. And I'd like to thank you guys as well. You have made this a great year and one that I definitely will not forget.
Ladies and gentlemen, come on, let's give it up. This is one of the best queens and court that I've worked with in a long, long time. And ladies, you've got one more duty, and that's to crown your successors. Okay?
All right, if we could have you step back just a little bit and get a little closer.
There we go.
All right, Jim, if you would give me the envelope.
The envelope?
The envelope. You do have the envelope, right? Oh boy. Glad I only forgot my shoes. Thank you. This isn't your grocery list, right? Nervous?
There you go.
This is one of the few opportunities, the few times that I've taken the opportunity to go ahead and step in front of them and do something like this, because it's my last year. I get away with it now. Everybody's smiling, acting up great. There you go. Thank you very much. Ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do this.
I have the privilege to announce the first 2019 Miss Armada court member, Emma Harding. Congratulations, Emma.
I really don't need one. I could reach the back of the room, believe me. The second court member chosen for this year is Lexi Hill.
Congratulations, Lexi. Deep breath. And now, the moment we've all been waiting for. The 2019 Miss Armada Queen is Leah Couch.
New queen in her court here at center stage, please. And I never say the old queen, I say the 2018 queen in her court. Up there next to him, ladies and gentlemen, the baton is been passed to a new generation. And I'm told by the judges and maybe a judge here that this has been one of the most difficult decisions to make in a long, long time. All 5 of these young ladies were just great.
Outstanding.
They had to draw the line someplace, unfortunately, and this is where they drew it. And they said it was one of the most difficult decisions they've had in years. Ladies and gentlemen, your queens! We've got a couple big pictures here while you're cheering them on. To all the girls, thank you very much for all being here and trying out, and their families who helped them get here and helped make them the young, wonderful women that they are today. I'd like to thank Nancy and the committee and the judges.
Another big thank you to Rocky for our play-by-play cheat sheet, putting that around us.
The tech crews upstairs helping us out, the escorts, the school, and the refreshment people. Thank you all.
Thank you, NEMC, for your production and editing. So if anyone wants to take a photo, the girls are going to remain in place for just a few moments. So if you want to step forward and do that.
And I'd like to say, thank you, Joe, for working with me again.
Thank you, Jim.
And yeah, it's nice to work with you when it's not cold. Yeah, where it's nice and warm. Ladies and gentlemen, good night. It's going to be a pleasure to see you at the Armada Fair this August 12th through the 18th. Stop in, talk to the young ladies, talk to me. I'm the candy guy in the Grove. Have a good time. Thank you all for being here. Good night.